Good morning. Welcome, everybody. It is Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Thank you for all the people on the Pacific time, the West Coast, for being here. I know it's early for you. And I'm in such a good mood because of the chat. So we come to the chat this morning. It was like 45 minutes before the video, and we just chat. Sometimes you guys ask questions. Sometimes I answer the questions or I will answer them in the chat. So we are on YouTube, and to chat in YouTube, you must be subscribed to my channel. It's completely free to subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but to be in the chat, you do have to subscribe. If you're over on Facebook, we're in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. We're in my Patreon Facebook group, and we are also on my Facebook page, just my personal page. But we're not going to be staying in the Cricut Design Space group, and we're not going to be staying on my Facebook page. We will stay in the Patreon Facebook group. So if you want to chat, you must come over to YouTube, and I put a link there for you to come over. Hit that at the top of the video. In the description, there should be a link to this video. It's free. Come on over here so you guys can see all the chat. Sometimes there's answers in the chat when you're asking questions. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Give this video a thumbs up because we're going to be giving away $25 cash to one winner. And to enter that, you have to be in the YouTube chat. So you have to be able to chat on YouTube. So if you can't yet, make sure you get a YouTube account. It's free and it's easy and it's free to chat, free to subscribe. And we are no longer doing the look at the new images in Design Space at the beginning of class because we're doing that on Fridays. It was an hour video yesterday. There were so many new images, it would take up our whole class. Remember, if you're asking questions, put them in all caps so I can read them. And don't forget to click the thumbs up like they're reminding you in the chat. Okay, guys, first we're going to do this. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Sonia, Bella, Tina, Marie, Claudette, Vanjie, Kara, Leilani, Amanda, Donna Lee, Kathy, Wendy, Lisa, Elizabeth, Nancy, Meta, Rose, Jocelyn, Virginia, Belinda, Peggy, Barbara, Deborah, Jen, Julie, Wanda, Lindsay, Tracy, Robin, Carrie, Wendy, Kim, Elaine, Terry, Barb, Marilyn, Donna, Gina, Dee, Lisa, Rose, Corey, Peggy, Dawn, and Jolene. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Everyone's saying in the chat how they loved the video of the new images. And if you're on Facebook, we're going to have to say goodbye to you. Jamie, thank you for sharing the link. She shared the link in the on Facebook videos. So you guys can come join us over here. Bye. Okay. All right, it's just us now on YouTube and the Patreon supporters Facebook group. You guys are always welcome. Oh, and we have a hangout today. So after class with all my supporters, we're going to hang out. If you are a Patreon member of $5 or more, you get to be in the Zoom with us. So it's a private Zoom, but it's on YouTube to the other supporters as unlisted. So it won't be a public thing. You have to be a supporter to see it, and you have to be a $5 supporter to join in on the Zoom. Yes, clicking the like button under the video is how you thumbs up. Okay, now let's get to Design Space. We had a question before the video started, and it's the only question I've seen. So if you guys have a question, put it in all caps and let me know. But we had, and she did figure it out, I saw, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. She Oh, you guys can't see my screen. I haven't done anything yet though. I lost my OBS. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, now you can see my screen. Joan Weiss says, I can't believe my Cricut 3 is out for delivery today. Woohoo! All right, so she asked about attaching score lines. So this has changed recently in Design Space. Quite a while ago it changed. I don't know how long ago it actually was. We're going to bring some score lines out here. And I'm going to change the color of this. Let me get this orange color. And I think you can see these. I'm going to change my grid to be nothing so you can see the score lines better. So if you were trying to make a box, you know what, I'm going to duplicate this. If you were trying to make a box, first, let's make this one a different color just so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to center this and align, center. So now it's right in the middle. Here's one little trick. We can take this. Thank you for subscribing, Michelle. We're going to change this square. I forgot how to do it. You go up here to operation. We're going to change this square to score. So we go up to the top at operation and click the little arrow and go down to draw and then score. So we've changed that to score. See, it's dotted when it's not selected. It's hard to see this way. Welcome, Tammy. You are in the gold level. You get almost 1,000 of my projects. And so that will score, but she asked about doing multiple score lines at once. I'm going to drag this down here. I'm going to put it right on that line. And I just duplicated it because I know it's the same size. And I'm going to duplicate it again. And I'm going to hold my shift key while I turn this because then it stops perfectly even like that. And then we're going to duplicate that one. And I'm going to line that up right here. So this is kind of making like a lid to a box actually. But to do that, we need to add some cut lines here. Probably here and here and here and here. But what she was asking about and what I want to show you is attaching score lines. So the easiest way to do this is to drag your mouse across it. It's all selected and we click attach. Okay, that was easy. But they've changed things. And what some people, if we had a lot of images around here, we might not be able to do this because it would grab the other images that are around. So we would have to click on this, hold down the shift key, and then click on the others. And I can't click on that box over here because they're covered with the things. So I'm clicking on it here, and then I'm going to click this box. So all of these are selected, and I'm going to hit attach. Oh, and it worked. Now, why did it work this time? Let me try this. Okay, that time it didn't work like we want it to. It worked like I meant for it to work. But it looks like it got rid of those lines. So what happens now in Design Space that changed, I just undid it. When you click on the lines, the first ones you click on are going to be rearranged to the back. So if I were to click on all of these here, okay, wait a minute. Let's just, because it's hard to click on all of these when they're, okay, so I'm going to click on this box first, click on this line, and then click on this line, and then click on the orange box and attach. It looks like they're gone, but actually you can see them over here. They're in the back. So to fix that, if you need to select it this way, always select the box first. See how I have that selected? I'm holding down my shift key, and now I'm going to click on the other images here. I think I got them all clicked. And then attach, and then they stay. So does that make sense? Right. Okay, you guys are talking about something totally different. The Maker 3 does not come with cutting mats, but you can use cutting mats. So I saw a score tool. So do I need that tool, right? So if you have the Maker 3, I suggest getting the scoring wheel. If you have the Explorer, then you need the scoring stylus. The scoring wheel scores much better. Okay, do we have any questions? Is it worth getting the new Cricuts? It's up to you if it's worth it for you. I love them. I never want to go back to the Maker again. I don't want to use that machine again. This new one is so much better. They are not making, okay, Tisha is asking, are they making 13 by 13 mats? All of our mats have always been 13 by 13. You use the same mats in the new machines as you use in the old ones. They are 13 by 13. Let me get a mat. This is the old Cricut mat. There is no new Cricut mat. These mats work in the new machines and the old machines. They are 13 inches. Notice the 12-inch, wait, let me show you this way. It's upside down. It says 12 inches over here, but there's a ½ an inch on each side. So this mat is 13 inches. Well, it's not 13 inches this way. This way it doesn't fit. It's 13 inches for the width. The 3s do not come with mats, but you can use mats on them. I did an unboxing video and show you everything they come with. I did one for each of the new machines. The roll holder does not come with any of the machines. Okay, Holly has a great question. Is there a way to maximize the scoring of a stylus on the Explorer with pressure or more passes? I can't get a Maker 3 until September. Okay, so let's go back over here. So, oh, these are attached. I'm going to detach them. I'm just going to move these things out of the way if I can grab them. Okay, let's say you wanted to score this in the middle. I'm going to center this, center it in the middle. Now, if I want to do 2 score lines to maybe help the score line be a little deeper, I don't know if you can really tell much difference. But if you wanted that, I would, there's actually 2 score lines here. Did you see me add one? So I'm going to make sure they're centered and attach. So now I have 2 score lines. So it's going to score that twice. If I wanted to add another one, let me turn this one. I could add another one. I could just set it there on top and attach that one as well. Do we have any other questions about Design Space? Sharon, if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer your questions. I'm answering the questions that are in the video. Yes, this is Design Space. She says, yes, Design Space, but I'm hearing a lot about the Maker 3. I can't help what people chat or ask. I don't have any questions about Design Space. No, you cannot cut 12 by 12 paper. You can cut 11 by 7 with the smart paper or smart vinyl. Tina, I don't allow any negative bashing or negative about Cricut or Design Space in my group. There are other groups that do allow that. Catherine says, I see a quick swap scoring wheel and a wheel with a housing. Which one should I get? You have to if you don't have a quick swap housing, you need one. With letters, would you explain a line and a range? Yes. Let's get rid of these for now. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we can go over this too. Kerning fonts in Design Space are now free until June 20th. So what that means is if you don't have access, all of the kerned fonts will be free to cut until June 20th. If you make a project and save it and you want to cut it on June 21st and you don't have access, then you will be charged for that. You have to cut it before the 20th and it will be free. So, do you have questions on that? We have questions about arranging and aligning with letters. Okay, so I'm going to ungroup these 2 lines. So they're 2 different lines. And if we wanted to change the font, I want to go ahead and show you only kerned fonts is already checked. So if you go to Cricut, now all of your system fonts are always free. They're just always free because that's what downloaded on your computer. Cricut fonts, there is a price if you don't have access. If you have access and they have a green A right here, these are always free as long as you subscribe to Access. Right now, if you don't subscribe to Access, all of these fonts that you see, scrolling through all of them, will be free right now until June 20th. Yes, put all your questions in caps. Now, if there's fonts that certain fonts you want and you don't see them, you can uncheck these. And then all the other fonts will show also. and check them back, and you'll get all the current fonts. Okay, so somebody wanted to know about arranging. Let's use this as an example. Aligning and arrange. So the difference is I can select all of these and align them to the left. So that's going to align everything to the left. I could align them all to the right. I could align them to the top. It's going to cover them up. I can align them to the bottom. And wait, we need this up here. I can, oh wait, I gotta select them. I can center them horizontally. I can center them vertically. Okay, so now arrange, you would just click one of them, not all of them. If you click all of them, you can't arrange. If you click one, you can arrange this. I can send it to the back, I can move it backward or forward or send to the front. So if I send that to the front, it looks no different. But now when I click on it and click arrange, I cannot send it forward or to the front because it is the first one. You can tell it's the first one because over here in the layers panel, it's at the top. So right now, well, there's a score line in the back, but right now the box is in the back. So if I choose the box, I can arrange it to the front. Now it looks like the other images are gone, but they're not. They're just in the back because I moved the box to the front. Now I could click this and move it to the back again. I could move the morning to the back. So that's what arrange does. When aligning, how do you make sure the objects align to the intended object? You have to select all the objects. And I can align left. You have to select them all that you want arranged. Let's move this box to the back so you can see the morning. See, the morning also moved. Brenda says, I ended up writing the label and writing the contents. Flower. Okay, so let's go in here and let's just grab a label. When you uncheck, does it show all the fonts, including the current fonts? Yes. When you uncheck, it shows everything. So let's just insert this. Okay, so we have a label. We're going to change this to yellow. We are going to say it's for flower, but let's do this one. So, oh, you want to write this though. So that one won't change to writing. Let's filter to writing fonts. And we have to go here and go to writing. Okay, that's kind of ugly. Let's change this to not capital. There. Okay, so when you want to write and cut out the outside, all you have to do is attach. Now, let's undo that. Let's say this was a regular font, like this. and you attached it, for one thing, this is going to cut out. That may look like it's drawing, but it's going to cut that out. If you go over here and change this to pen, it's going to just draw this because you also changed the label to pen. When they're attached, you cannot change them both. We're going to undo. We're going to detach. Change that. Let's changed it to yellow. So if we want to write this, we have to change this to writing. And we want to keep this cut. Look in the layers panel. It'll tell you pen and cut. And then select them both and attach. And now it will cut that out and right here. Now if we were doing print and cut, let's undo this, because I know this is a huge problem with print and cut. Okay, detach is what I want to do. We don't need it to write. We're going to go ahead and do regular. We could even change this to print and add a pattern in here. Let's add this. Okay, let me, let's see what this looks like black. That looks kind of cool. Oh man, when I changed it, it took away the print. So let's go back. I'm going to put that pattern back in. It was pretty. Okay. Now if you wanted to print this, what you do is you select all of this. There's a little arrow in here. I think because that's one, I don't know what happened. That's maybe a thing. I just uploaded a picture and it had an arrow in it. You want to flatten. So now it will only cut the outside of this. Okay. Now a problem that I think people do, let's switch these back. Okay, that's back to basic cut. This is print. But now if I change this back piece to print, go over here to change it to print and attach them, now they're both going to cut out. The flower word is going to cut out because they're on two different layers. They're attached on two different layers. It will print like this, and the word is going to cut out of the background because they're on two layers. Now, if I select them both and flatten, they're on one layer. It will only cut out the outside of it, and it will print this. Okay. Now remember, to chat, you do have to be subscribed, and it's free to subscribe. Okay, I'm getting some of your questions. Is there a way to do fill in image? For example, I'm looking at the dog paw print that is free. I tried to offset and the bottom is not filled in. Okay, I'm not sure which image you're using. You say it's a free paw print. So we're going to go to ownership and click on free. Oh, is this the image you mean? Yeah, it's not filled in here. Let me see what we can do. I suggest using a paw print that is filled in, but let's see what happens with offset. Oh, you can do this. Make it even smaller. Okay, so if you want that filled in, all you have to do is click over here on the paw print and hit contour and hide all contours. And then it's solid. Is that what you're trying to do, Mary? How would you attach the letters so they write as one and not individual letters? You can't. It's just the way the machine works. It's not going to write like we write. Okay, here, Oma has a great question that I know a lot of you have. I found a file in DS that says my heart is on the field. Can I change the word field to diamond? And if so, how would I do that? Welcome, Linda. Thank you for subscribing. So if you have questions and you want to put them in the chat, you have to be a subscriber. My heart is on the field. So I'm going to try to search it. Okay, I can't find that one, but this will show you the same way. Okay, life is better on the farm. So this is all one, like I imagine the diamond one is. You can contour, and we can click all of these little spots here. If we wanted to take out this letter or word, whoops, we forgot a piece, so we just click contour again. No getting mad because you forgot a piece. And then we can put in our own word. Now, I don't know what font this is. Sometimes it's not a font. Sometimes it's handwritten. I'm going to say best on the farm. And I can try to choose a font that may be close to that. What I could do is change this word and this word so these two fonts would match. But I'm not going to spend all day looking for that specific font because that would take a long time. But if you wanted them to match, I would undo this word too and just retype it to a matching font. Here's a question that was, why when you select the box, the size was showing outside the box? If that was in the very beginning, I don't know. It was just a little glitch. It wasn't a big deal. It changed. But sometimes the scoring line is bigger than the box, and it was when I attached the scoring lines because I made the scoring lines too long. Okay. There is no discount codes for access. If you mean to purchase access, there are no codes that will ever work for access to purchase access. You do automatically get a discount when you purchase anything and you have access. It's automatic. You don't use a code to get the discount. It seems kerning on writing letters are still not attached to each letter. No, it's kerning the regular, not the writing. So if you're doing writing, you might have to move them a little bit closer together. It can't do the regular and the writing. Oh yeah, I filtered free because somebody said the paw was free, so that's why I did that. Or was I looking for something else then? Oh, yeah, that's why. You're right. My heart is on the field. Let me go back. I'm still in free. Thank you for that. I forgot. Okay, here it says my heart is on the field. Is that the one you meant? There's also this one. This one would be easy. Bevy's has a question. Can you explain the design space rules? I mean, there was a complaint about everything being free or not a couple months ago. Do I have to pay the membership to access? I'm really unsure. So, you do not have to pay for access. Welcome, Tammy. You do not have to pay for access. Design Space is free. But to use all the images that have a green A, you do need to pay for access to use them for free. Access also gives you a discount on everything you purchase at Cricut. And you get thousands of images. Like, there's way more than 100,000 images. So now if you wanted to remove this one and do the field, contour out the word, and I think I can just click those over here. I can't tell which word's in here. Let me scroll down, see if I can find that. It's this one. There we go. Did I get them? No, I didn't. The F and the I. The smaller ones are at the bottom. So if they're small, tiny little pieces, they're closer to the bottom. Oh, this one is this I. We don't want to get rid of that. My heart is on that. So now you could go in. You wanted to say diamond. Boy, that's not spelled right. What happened to that? I didn't type that. Is that how you spell? No. Why? Alexa, spell diamond. We're going to change the font.
Is spelled D.
Okay, I was right with the A.
O-N-D.
I think this font is just weird. We're changing that. We're going to look for varsity. Unkerned. I'm going to unlock it and make it taller. So you could do that if you want. and attach it all together. And that's as close as you can probably get. I'm reading your chat. Jeanette says, I know people spend lots of money on stamps and dies. Access actually saves you a lot of money. That is so true. I don't use my stamps. I have a lot of stamps. And I like stamps, but I just see no use for them when I can have the design space write them if I want. And dies, you can just have the Cricut cut it. I also got rid of all my punches. How can I cut shrinky dinks? You just put them in and cut them. I don't know what the setting is. You'll just have to test it. Thank you for the God bless you. Did I sneeze? Or you're just saying God bless you, my project for tonight. Okay. I almost sneezed. Can you remove it? Can you remove what? The diamond? I can if I detach it. I can make it another color. Yes, contour is a lot easier than slice. Do we have any other questions on design space? To find images, we go to all image sets or image sets. See if there was any added since last night. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, mythical creatures. Did we see that last night? Summer season. Cosmic space buddies. These are new. Modern drink labels. So these are new since last night at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Retro cartoon fruits. Vacation and travel phrases. The other heart. Go to DS and search the same thing. Oh. So there's another heart. Let me go. You would just do the same thing. You can do it to any images. Like if you wanted to do it with this one. Could you please show where that label template is again? So if you wanted to remove this field, and let me change the background color so you can see. See, it's not white. It's actually just cut out. You would go to contour and take out the word field, just like we did before, except for we didn't do it very well. There, in the eye. So now if you wanted to put something in here, we could not use that font in there. You might want to curve it. Maybe curve it this way. I don't know. Make it smaller so it fits. You would have to play with this. Maybe curve it this way. No, this way, I mean. And then slice that. And then move that out. So that's not a very good letter to put there. Like, I would fix the font. That's not good. I just wanted to show you how to do it. Where the label template is again, all I did is go to Design Space, go to All Images, and search Label. Now, another thing you can do, and this is the one I chose, another thing you can do to find labels is go to Image Sets and then search Labels. And there are none because I added an S. Take away. Am I spelling label wrong? Yes, I was spelling it wrong. There are all these image sets for labels. And then you just click on one of these and it opens up all the images. So these are not just all the images. There's 36, 38 here, 38 here, 38 here, 15 here, 15, 25, 25, 24, 46, 46, 83, 104, 77, 52. So these numbers is how, what I'm saying is how many images are in here, each set. So there's tons of labels. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, having Design Space will save space in your craft room. Stamps take up a lot of room. Oh, yeah, so in my DREAMBOX, I used to have two things here, and over here I had two totes of stamps. I put them in my DREAMBOX, so maybe I would use them more because they were right behind me, and I have ink right here under the table. None of that worked. I wasn't using it. So when I got all my smart materials, I didn't, and I'm getting more tomorrow. There's more coming tomorrow for getting all the colors of removable that will go up on this shelf here. And then this is permanent smart. This is the paper. So somebody just asked me last night, said that the smart paper does not fit in the DREAMBOX. So I got it to fit up here. And I know I have all the blacks over here and all the whites, and then I put a little thing in between so I would know, and then I have the two sets of colors over here. And then over here I have the iron-on. What does purchase signify on an image? Is it available on Access? If it says purchased, that means you purchased it. You bought it. So you have it forever, even if you don't. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. Oh, you guys can't see. Even if you do not have Access and you purchased it, you can see it. So I'm just going to browse all. It means you own it forever. See, like these are purchased. And especially the Disney ones, because the Disney ones will go away. They do not have a license forever. There is an expiration date. Once the expiration date goes away, they're gone. Unless you own them. Like, I have SpongeBob. I think it's 2 words. So I have the SpongeBob ones. These are purchased. If you're new to Design Space, you cannot even search these. You don't have them. I loved this cartridge. I mean, I still have it. So they don't remove images. This one had 100 images in it. But on licensed images, they do remove the licensed one unless you purchase. This is a great cartridge, but you can't buy it anymore. You will never be able to buy this cartridge again unless you have a physical cartridge and link it to your account. The access images are never removed. Is there an easy way to search for mug templates? Great question. Oh, best day ever. I love that. Okay, let's go to home. And right here, these are always in the front. New mug press. So this one is the template if you're using infusible ink. Is this one right here. And then this one that says your design here is when you're using drawn images. So if you're going to use the pens, you would use this mug template. You can favorite these or like them. You can also save them. And then, like if you go to view all, you can click here. Oh look, they have current font projects. I think there's a way to get to your, oh, you're saved. So you can click on saved here. So these are all the projects that I have saved. So just click that banner to save them and they will be right here. Debbie Holt, I have a video on engraving on an acrylic. It's not an acrylic keychain, but I have a whole video on engraving on acrylic. Okay, let's go ahead and choose a winner for today. Oh, I forgot to tell you who won. The hashtag What I Learned Melody. So, let me, hold on a second. So in order to be entered, you have to chat. So tell me something you learned today. Tell me something you're grateful for. Share a tip. Anything. And Nightbot will choose. You only have to say once. It doesn't matter if you do 10 comments. Nightbot only counts you as one comment. But somebody won. So in order, the hashtag What I Learned Melody. Oh my gosh, I look awful. I'm just looking at my video. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. The hashtag What I Learned. Here we go. Here's the winner for this one. Right here. Shirley Bain, you are the winner. Congratulations. Hold on, let me move this over and go here. She made this project last night. This is from the project I did Thursday night, the rocking card. She made it a rocking horse for a birth of a baby. So how to enter this giveaway? This is a separate giveaway. You do not need to be live to enter this giveaway. This one is you have to add the hashtag What I Learned Melody. That's how I find it. You have to add something you learned from the video, and you have to share the video. So you can just copy a video link and share it, or click the share button, add a sentence of what you learned from that video, and add the hashtag what I learned melody. You do not even have to post pictures. You do not even have to make a project. If you've learned something from any of the videos, all you have to do is share what you learned. You do not have to include pictures. So Shirley is the winner of $25. Welcome, Sully. So what you have to do is come over here to contact me and give me your email address to either PayPal or Amazon, and just tell me if you want PayPal or Amazon for your prize. Now we have $25 for the people in the live chat. So let me go over here to, do we have enough likes? Not really. We should have more likes. But we're going to go ahead and do this because we have a hangout to do after class with supporters. All right, are we ready to pick a winner? We have a winner, Carol Thompson. Congratulations, Carol. You will need to contact me through Melanie Lane Inspired, and it emails me, tell me where you want your $25. And your email for that also. Was there anything else you guys needed from Design Space? That one, I love that image right there. So if there are any images, any Disney images, I'm going to search Disney in image sets. And if you think you will use in the future, for future grandkids someday, or just any time in the future, you will want to purchase these images. I love this one. Like Winnie the Pooh, I don't think is any longer available. But I still have it. There's Tinkerbell. This is a good one. I don't know if this is available anymore. I don't know what's available anymore. These are just the ones I purchased. So I don't know when they're gone. This is a good Winnie the Pooh one. This is a newer one. I think it's probably still available. Let's open that one up. Question about images. Is an image set all the same image together? So usually they are. Like this one is Winnie the Pooh. They're all themed together most of the time. I'm reading the chat, trying to find. Catherine Wingate, I see several people have answered your question, but I don't know what your question is. So it's in the chat. Where are purchased images set stored? In the cloud? Everything in Design Space is in the cloud. It's in Cricut's cloud, not like iCloud, not iPad's cloud or Chrome cloud or Google cloud. It's in Cricut's cloud. If we have access, do we get discount off licensed images? Yes, you get 10% off. And let's take Winnie the Pooh out. If you wanted him colored in, let me get rid of all this. If you want him colored in, all you have to do is duplicate. Take this original one, contour, hide all contours, make him yellow, and there you go. If you want like his nose a different color, let's duplicate this one, contour. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I want to make his nose a different color. Oh, I got it. Okay. And then we're going to change this back one to brown. Sometimes it takes a little thinking. I wanted to give him a brown nose. Put this on top. Arrange to the front. And align, center. There. Cindy, I don't know what you mean, why aren't they all together? Why, what all together? Does DS have Disney fonts? Yes, there are some Disney fonts. They may not be available anymore. I don't think you can search them by Disney. I think maybe there's a princess one. Let's turn it off. Yeah, okay, there's Disney Princess, Once Upon a Princess. These are all Disney fonts. I think there's more, but all I remembered was to search was, well, here, let me search Disney. Make sure you turn off the Kern fonts. See, it only shows these. And if they don't show for you, that means they're not available anymore. But I purchased them, so that's why I can use them. They come in digital mystery boxes usually. Everything is so easy. Scroll down and there's draw options. Down here, you mean? Is that a draw one? No, it's a cut, I think. Well, wait, it's not up there yet. Yeah, it's a cut. So this is a cut. You can change it to draw. There's a Mickey Mouse font. Let me search Mickey. Nothing came out. Does Winnie the Pooh have a font? Let me check. I don't have one. Yeah, the Disney fonts are $6.99. If you purchase them, if they're included in a mystery box or in an image set, that is the best time to purchase them. I don't have the Mickey font. I might not have purchased it. All right, guys, we have a hangout and a Zoom with supporters, and I have a special announcement. So, and I might have I will have a special announcement later this week, but the supporters get it first. Okay, there is a poo font. I don't have the poo font. Yes, buy all the image sets that are licensed. The best time to buy them is in the digital mystery boxes. No, you can't get them in Canada. They don't have a license to sell them in Canada, but they do Star Wars. So you can get the Star Wars ones in Canada. Bonita, if you're being charged for something, you need to check your membership. Maybe there's a problem with your membership. And it's always best to get your membership through a computer, not through iPad or iPhone or iOS. It's always best to get it through a computer. You can then use it on your iPad or your phone. All right. So we're going to go head on over. I have to, for these hangouts, I have to set everything up very differently. I don't have my light on. So, there's not a place for Cricut feedback. You can call support and let them know. All right, guys, I will see you, some of you, in a few minutes. Otherwise, I will see you on Tuesday at noon. And Tuesday night, there may be a special announcement. What is your question, Bella Louise? Louise? I don't know how to say your name. Access members get 10% off Disney. What day of the month are mystery boxes available? If there's no certain date, it's always different. There's no set date. Joannie says, I've been a member for a while and still can't get the cutie emojis. Joannie Johnson, your name is not in green, so it shows you're not a member. Only the members on YouTube with the green names get the cutie emojis. It's 99 cents for that. It has nothing to do with Access or Patreon. I'm not seeing any more questions. Yeah, and sometimes you might have two accounts on YouTube. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go, and we will see you, some of you, in a few minutes. How do we get the special announcement? If your name is in green, there is a subscriber or a supporter video coming up next. So you can watch that video. I made a post about it, and it would be on the YouTube community page, and you should have gotten an email with it, with the links to the post. There you go, Joanne. And Bellamy says, I'm trying to make a business card, but I'm wondering, could I use the foiling tool on the pre-designed image I want to print the image on my inkjet printer and then design it with foiled element? You would have to write with Design Space. You couldn't foil a pre-designed image, I don't think. If I'm thinking correctly, like if you have writing on it already, you can't add foil to that. You would have to retype the words you want foiled in Design Space and attach it to that. If you're going to do print and cut, you can attach it to the print and cut. I think. I've never tried that, but I think you can. If you attach words or an image to the print and cut, you should be able to change the words to foil first and then do print and cut. Just try it out. See how it works. The Hangout is for Patreon, Deborah Spencer. Yes. But members also get to watch it. Patreon, if you support at $5 or more, you get to be in the Zoom. And if you're less than $5, you can just watch it. So it's for all supporters. So the Hangout is for everyone who supports.